It's Friday, so it's time for our Agile Not So Agile episode of the Daily Stand Up Podcast. And I think after this episode, many may think I've lost my mind, but we're going to go for it anyway. So let's talk about what goat yoga and walking the plank have to do with my week last week. Oh my goodness. So it started off as a peaceful Saturday morning, birds chirping, the scent of fresh grass in the air, and a group of eager yoga enthusiasts rolling out their mats at Sunny Acres Farm. Sounds like a Hallmark movie, right? You know I love to start things with a good story, so guess I should preface this as a story. The sun was warm but not scorching. The breeze was just enough to keep the bugs away. And the goats. Well, the goats were full of energy. I had been roped in, pun intended, into a goat yoga experience with my friend Sarah, who swore it was a life-changing, stress-relieving activity. Gotta admit, I had my doubts. After all, how was I supposed to find inner peace with a 30-pound baby goat jumping on my back? But, like all things in life, I was determined to try and give it my best shot. We started with some gentle stretches, moving into downward dog, and that's when the goats made their grand entrance, small, nimble, and entirely uninterested in personal space. They climbed on backs, nudged faces, and nibbled on unsuspecting clothes. Danger signs, right? Then came the plank pose. Engage your core, the instructor said in a soothing voice. I guess I gotta say it again. Engage your core, the instructor said in a soothing voice, as I pressed my palms into the mat and held my body straight like a board. And that's when I felt it. The thud, then a shuffle, then a distinct feeling of hooves on my lower back. Ouch. One of the more ambitious goats, appropriately named Captain Jack, had decided that my spine was a perfect pirate's plank. He's walking the plank, Sarah laughed. Others chuckled as Captain Jack strutted down my back with all the confidence of a swashbuckling rogue, stopping only to bleat in victory at the edge of my shoulders. I can see it now, right? The real challenge? Staying balanced while trying not to collapse under the sheer ridiculousness of the moment. Eventually, Captain Jack disembarked, i.e. jumped off like a cannonball, leaving me feeling a little bit wobbly, but victorious. I had survived the ultimate test of core strength and goat-induced trauma. As we wrapped up the session, Sarah smiled. Yoga is all about balance, she said, and sometimes that balance includes a goat walking the plank on your back. Lesson learned? Life, much like goat yoga, is unpredictable. Sometimes you're in control. Sometimes the goat turns you into an impromptu pirate ship. Sometimes the goat's in control. Either way, it's so important that you just breathe, stay steady, and roll with it. Honestly, I'd probably do it again. Why do I share this story with you? Because I think that our lives are filled with things that are not predictable. Whether it's events that occur, things that are going on with our family or with our kids, things that are going on with people that we love and know. It's important for us to recognize that the only thing that is predictable is change. Change is inevitable. So with that being the case, we need to put ourselves in the best position we can to embrace change and to accept change. And even more importantly, to get excited about change. Because I think that if we do, that's going to be the key to help us really master figuring out what we have going on inside of us. And one of the things I hear a lot of people say is, I'm only one person. What can I do to make a difference? And the answer is a lot. One person can really change the world by, I always remember that song by Hannah Montana, or it might have been Miley Cyrus, but same person. A pebble in the water, make a wave, right? It's one of those things where, even if the water's perfectly still, if you put a pebble in, the initial spot where it hits is nothing, but the ripple effect is incredible when you watch. Of course, the water has to be still for you to see it. So in Florida, it doesn't count because we always have alligators in the water here. But it has to be something where you create an environment where everything is peaceful and still. And then it's your decision to embrace the peacefulness or to make a wave. And I think there's a time and a place for both. Part of what I learned from this story and from this experience is that every individual has the ability to make a wave, but they have to choose to do so. They have to decide. We all have things we're passionate about. We all have things that we can do better. We all have things we can do different. We all have superpowers, if you will. We all have those. And I think it's just time for us to dig in and recognize what those superpowers are and to understand how we can engage them so that we can improve our own life and improve the lives of those around us. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have an idea for a topic, run it over to us. Learn more at AgileDad.com. We'd love to hear from you. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Until next time, do take care. We'll see you soon. Bye now.